So what if them niggas make more? I knew my time would come and had to wait for it. So every night a nigga pray for it. Ain't no going back, the only way is forward. Yeah. See, some people they weren't made for. They roll it fit my real like it was made for. And they hating, but what's the hate for?
My YouTube family, it is B from High Class Dispatching LLC, and I am back with another video. High class or no class, period. Okay, y'all know how we do on this channel, but we're gonna hop right in. No fluff, none of that jargon in the beginning, right? We're just gonna hop right in. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is, what is a factoring company? So let's go ahead and hop right into it. So a factoring company, this is one of the questions that I get a lot whenever people kind of reach out to me, inquire about different things. People want to know what a factoring company is, or better understand what a factoring company is, okay? So a factoring company is just going to be, a simple way to put it is, a factoring company is basically a company that allows the carriers to be paid in a timely manner, or in usually within 24 to 48 hours, they are paid from their factoring company. And so how it works, I'll give you an example of that. Let's go ahead and say that we are booking a carrier's load. That carrier does not have a factoring company. And the load that we just booked with this particular broker, they do not have a quick pay option. If that is the case, that carrier can possibly wait anywhere between 30 to 90 days to get paid for that one load they did. So let's say that that load was paying, I don't know, $1,500, $2,000 for that particular load. They would literally have to wait 30 to 90 days in order to get paid. They'll usually say it's a net 30 or net 60, whatever the case may be. That means they have to wait on that payment because they don't offer, that broker does not offer a quick pay option, okay? And if that is the case, then that's how long your carrier will have to wait. Now, your carrier can avoid that situation by connecting and signing up with a factoring company. So how it works basically, when they sign up with a factoring company, this is how it works. So let's say we went ahead and took that load, we accepted that load, and the driver does have a factoring company or is signed up with the factoring company. From there, once we complete the load, we send over the paperwork to the factoring company, and then that driver is able to be paid usually within 24 to 48 hours. Okay, and then what happens is the broker pays the factoring company on the back end, because essentially the factoring company just fronted the carrier that money. Okay, that's how that works. And because they are fronting that money up front versus them having to wait on that money, they usually do put a fee on that money. Anywhere between, I've seen as low as like 2.75 to all the way to about 6%. They will charge per load to factor that load and front them that money ahead of time, okay? I personally love working with carriers that do have factoring companies. I prefer actually to work with carriers that only have factoring companies, and I'll tell you why. The reason why is because, let's say that we're working with a carrier that doesn't have a factoring company, and they're telling us, hey, we're gonna pay you out of pocket. Well, you got to think about all the expenses that this particular carrier has. So they got maintenance in case something goes wrong with their truck. They got gas prices. Maybe they have a driver. They're paying a driver. They're not driving their truck on their own. They have to accommodate themselves as far as the sleeping situation. If they're getting their drivers hotels or whatever the case may be, they still got to buy food, right? They still got all these expenses. They still have insurance. And then not only just that, taking care of their personal life, their rent, their bills, things like that, right? So I wouldn't be so eager to go with a carrier that doesn't have a factoring company and they're trying to pay me out of pocket, because you have to consider all those expenses, right? So if they waiting 30, 60, 90 days on these payments sometimes, and they plan to just pay us out of pocket, you got to think about all that little stuff they have to pay. I don't have time for a carrier coming to me talking about, oh, well, I had to pay the rent, or I had to pay the insurance, or I had to get some gas and all this, so I can't pay you right now. I'm going to pay you later. I don't have time for that. I do not have time for that. But if that particular carrier has a factoring company, I know for sure, okay? I know for sure that they are going to get paid every 24 to 48 hours. So there is never a reason nor an excuse why they should be short or don't have my money in time. That is the key reason why I love to only deal with carriers who are already signed up with factoring companies. Also, when they are signed up with the factoring company, let's say you signing on a new carrier, whatever the case may be, What you also want to do is you want to ask them when you're grabbing their, carrier packets and things like that. We'll talk about carrier packets on another day. Okay, can give y'all a lot of juice in one. But when they give you their information, they send you their carrier packets and, their certificate of authority, all that good stuff. I also asked them to send me an NOA. An NOA is basically, it stands for a notice of assignment, okay? And that is a piece of paper or documentation that they receive from their factoring company. And basically what that says is, hey, this particular carrier is signed up with our factoring services. We will be factoring the loads for this particular carrier, et cetera, et cetera. And that's very important to give the brokers whenever you are booking the loads, for your carriers or whatnot. So that is what a factoring company is. It provides the carriers a way so that they are able to receive payments quickly versus waiting on their money. Okay? There you go. All right, y'all. Y'all know we'll be back with another video soon. Don't forget to like, comment, share this video. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.
Ain't no stopping for we need brakes for. Yeah. I'm at they neck, ain't no letting know. Fuck a vest, get you neck to know. Life is chess, so I settle more.